Alright, hey y'all, and welcome back. Bentley's already plotted a route to our first target.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Sly Cooper in Tides of Terror. All right. You keep out. So I'm real excited for this. Oop.
Hey, Sly! I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Anyway, super excited for this project. It's
Now this is very interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, I remember having a lot of fun over the years playing it. Until my OG fat PS2 broke it. Because it had one of those automatic disc trays. I barely tapped it. Which resulted in the disc from the final boss to just break. It just did not work anymore. Which really sucks because, naturally speaking, you'd think that as you play up to it, it seems fine. Well, let's just keep playing. Nothing seems to be broken.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights?
Nope.
One careless step and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Decided turning up my headset a bit. There we go. The game played just fine all the way up to... By the way, those are death. Played just fine all the way up to the final boss, including the fight against the final boss. Unfortunately, as the final boss's killing him cutscene played, that just wound up being it. It would refuse to go any further, it would freeze, and there we go. Can't play anymore. bitch. So we can use the cane here that we've got to collect up coins, bottles. By the way, these message bottles are used to unlock things. We'll find out soon.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
Back to what I was trying to get at. The bottles that we're collecting with little pieces of paper in it, they will be used for something a little bit later. As you can tell, we need to collect 20 through the level.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Yes, unfortunately, the first area is very tutorial-y. Just something you're gonna have to deal with. Ultimately not too difficult of an ask. Of course, we can use arcane to beat enemies down. But do keep an eye out for the bottles. Because I am going for the 100% completion.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues and bottles you've been collecting.
Yep.
If you go... You're still jumping the gun. You need a few more clues. You're still jumping the gun. You need a few more clues.
Yeah, we'll get it in a minute. I don't know why you cut yourself off there, though. Alright, so we've got a key. This whole game is find keys to open your way forward. Now, of course, we're not done yet in the area. There are some bottles that we've yet to collect. And I'm what? 14 out of the 20? That makes 16 out of the 20. Okay. So I do believe every bottle we need is somewhere in the area. So let's backtrack and see if we can't track them down. Now that all the spotlights have been deactivated. So there is a interesting thing about Sly Cooper 1's jumping mechanics. he is not officially considered grounded for a good frame or two after he hits the ground. So if you time your jumps out just right, you can just button mash jump and keep yourself from being considered grounded. And what that would end up doing is make it so what am I looking for? Make it so make it so you can get some interesting proxies. As if you say fall, there's the last two. Or, you know, if you say fall into water to where you would normally die and you get what I just got, a horseshoe.
You found it, Sly. That's the final clue to crack the code. Now find out Vault, and I'll give you the instructions to open it.
If you say fall into the water where you would normally die with a horseshoe, it'll fling you back to your last grounded location. So I'm going to try and maintain this all the way over here, just to show. I didn't time it right, but you get the gist of it, you know. Jump just before you land on the, well, land. And you could use that to sequence break a lot of
Remember,
things.
you can grab
Yes,
onto a
I know,
hook by
Bentley.
jumping near it and pressing the circle button.
So, as a note about these vaults that we're getting the bottles for here, as a note about them, your upgrades that you get from them are in sequential order. It doesn't matter which one you get first, you will always get the same.
Circle to enter the vault code.
You will always get the same
The
upgrade
clues have led me
first.
to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
7, 9, 2. And that gets us 2%.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
So we get the dive. Let's check that out. Not really that great for movement, but it will come in handy against more annoying enemies. On to the second area, the Prowling Grounds.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
I like funerals. By the way, when you're hanging on this, you have to swing yourself using the joypad. If you don't want to go anywhere, you can just wait till you stop.
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
Wait till you stop swinging, and you can.
I say, chaps, my heartiest congratulations to you all. The storm machine has sunk its 50th ship last night, and the Luke has already been unloaded. Our operation is moving along splendidly, with the possible exception being the gross negligence displayed below decks. I demand the boilers stay at full pressure at all times. If you lazy, lowbrow, technically incompetent pack of gutter snipes did your jobs right, we'd have sunk 100 ships by now. But of course, Infinity Boats is a fine achievement. Getting on.
So we need 2 more
2
keys.
keys left to go.
However, there is a sequence break we can do there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut that guy off, but just how it goes sometimes. So while we're here, notice we don't have any we do not have any what's it called? Bottles that we need to collect. Alright, so I'm gonna start off by showing a sequence break that you can do. You don't actually have to get those keys. I'm gonna get them anyways because, you know, I want to play through the game and enjoy it, but I'm gonna show a sequence break you can do.
Hey, Sly, you can adjust the game camera using the right analog stick. And to
Don't
bring the
say.
camera behind you, click it.
Alright, so we want to get that guy's attention and jump down here. And if we, I think jump down here. Okay, no, I have to. There's a way to get him to attack and hit that. Because we gotta break that in order to, we gotta break it in order to progress onwards. There we go. That's the sequence break that I was talking about. Where we can have that guy fire, and if it hits just right, it just outright breaks the thing. But I'm going to do the other levels anyways, because I want to. And with that, I'll make one quick note of the horseshoes that you can get. They act as extra chances on getting hit. Normally Sly Cooper is 1 tap. You can hold up to 2 horseshoes. So we'll see y'all next time for when we go into the machine.